friend, come foe, come one, come all. From the meek to the fierce, pawns to dictators. All are mere puppets in the world of the traitors. Things that are about to get murderous.
Players, the time to talk is over.
Jason.
Jason.
Jason. Not Jason.
Every day.
Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. Every day. We do it our own way. Sing it out every day. Yeah, let's make it a good day. Every day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
Now, here's Jason.
First up, the whole staff is fired. There we go. Number two, I say this from time to time before I come out there. It's usually audience coordinator Aaron Schwab, but Aaron's off today, so photographer Eric is getting the audience ready. Now, a couple notes. Number one, we have construction in this building, so the audience had to basically come in through a door about this big, and the studio audience has been sitting here since about 6 a.m. So that's number one. Number two, Eric's had to prep them. So when I'm back there, I can usually get a sense of the audience. And then Aaron Schwab comes back backstage to Fallon and myself and Jeff, and she goes, okay, audience is a little quiet today. You know, she lets me know how the audience is, so when I come out here, I know what to expect. So I've said this many times, and the proof of that is today, I heard some woman in today's audience look at Eric and go, are we good? Yeah. So, to that lady, you guys are great. Thank you very much. Yeah. Let's get started. Yeah. Let's get started. First up today, an OMG by KFC. Did you guys hear about this? Fast food giant Kentucky Fried Chicken. Again, think of the name. Kentucky Fried Chicken is moving its headquarters out of Kentucky.
What?
They will now be Texas Fried Chicken. No, they're moving to Texas. The chain's parent company says the move is part of a plan to have two main headquarters in Texas and in California. And by the way, if you don't know this, I always love a fun fact. Kentucky Fried Chicken started at a roadside motel. That's how I was born. Yeah. She was started at a Red Roof Inn in Evansville, Indiana. Give it up for Fallon, everybody.
Not wrong, probably.
What part of that was a lie, you know? Yeah.
Yeah.
How you doing, friend?
I am good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Good to see you. You had, sometimes I don't see Fallon before the show. Today's one of those days because you had naked yoga, or so you're at one of your naked yoga classes today. Yeah.
Yes, as I always say, everyone's nightmare. No, Pilates. Thank you for asking.
You're welcome.
Yes. And then I went and immediately housed a almond croissant. It's called Balance, okay?
That's right, yeah. And backstage, Jeff and I were trying to make her feel better. And Jeff goes, I only had half. And Jeff goes, see, you just had half. And what did you say, Fallon?
The other half's waiting for me in my car.
That's right, yeah.
I'm going to eat it. I just didn't in that moment, yeah.
I mean, why? I mean, It's okay.
My husband's been like very strict this whole year so far, and so last night as I was eating another piece of cake, I said, I'm cleaning it up tomorrow, and the first thing I ate was a super sugary pastry. So,
It's all right.
Yeah.
There's always tomorrow.
There's tomorrow, yeah.
There's always tomorrow. Oh, God. This is one of those relatables. God, I hope you're not like me, but are you like me and your desk at work? I like things where I like them. I got a new desk today in the radio room because I do a radio show like Fallon, and I got a new desk and they moved things. So I spent like the first hour like going like this, and so like I came out today thinking, is this gonna be moved? Are you like that? You like?
No.
You don't care?
No, I don't care at all, and I wouldn't notice probably, but my college roommate, Abby, was like that. It was disturbing. And so I had to, Heidi, our other roommate, and I, when she would leave, we would do horrible things. We would move her remote to the other side, change the color on her alarm clock, put shoes over in a different area. So she'd come home, and they're little things you wouldn't, like a normal person, I don't think would notice, and she'd be like,
Yeah.
It was crazy. I had to make a rule. She couldn't move my shoes and put them away for 24 hours because I would go to leave and my shoes would be gone. I'm like, my shoes get to stay by the door for 24 hours. Then if they're not up, you can put them away.
Oh. I would have killed you as a roommate. I would have, yeah.
If you ever spoke to Abby, she would paint a picture that I was disturbing, and she's right, yeah.
Jeff, can we book her next week? Let's get her on the show. Yeah, thank you, yeah.
It was bad, yeah.
Let's get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Roll it, Leo. Here we go. Hot topics served in a casserole dish. First up in the dish, it's the real-life drama involving the adoption of a little girl who some believe was actually an adult. God, I love these stories. It's like that movie Orphan. Just when you thought you'd seen everything about Natalia Grace, get ready for a new drama based on her life. Look, this is a trailer for Good American Family.
Something is off. She has adult teeth. There are signs of puberty. Michael? I don't think she's a little girl.
With Child Protective Services.
What?
There's been some concern about the safety of the children in your home.
Didn't someone leave you there?
You have no idea how those people hurt this girl. We are helping her. She's choosing to con us. You're choosing to believe her.
You're the one lying to me.
You should get a lawyer.
What the hell are we supposed to do now?
The photo isn't her. She stole someone's identity.
I don't know what's going on.
How old are you?
If you tell a story well enough, truth doesn't always matter.
Folks just love a good American family.
This is why I don't have kids. I just know.
Well, you wouldn't. I mean, you don't have to have an adult child. No, okay.
No.
So I remember reading about this a little bit, but did they ever decide is she an adult or not? Oh.
Ellen Pompeo, and this one is the mom. It's on Hulu, and it's told from different points of view. It starts streaming next month. One of my favorite. I've done a lot of jobs. I reviewed movies at our home station for a lot of years. And I went to a screening. I'll make this quick, Jeff. I know we have a lot today. I went to a screening of Orphan with my radio buddy Alexis. And I've seen hundreds of movies in these settings. This was my favorite movie-going experience. Lex and I are sitting next to each other, and it's about this little girl. It's fictionalized, who this family adopts. Mira Farmiga adopts this little girl, and she's just odd.
Yes.
And then at the very end of the movie, you don't quite understand why she's odd. And then at the very end, I'm sitting here with Alexis, and we're sitting there, and then all of a sudden at the end of the movie, she comes down the stairs in a negligee, and she's like, "Hi, Daddy." And they're like, "What?" And she's like, "I'm 30 and a little person." And I'm like, what? She's a 35-year-old little person?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I remember that movie.
I laughed. I was choking. I was laughing so hard. Lex is like, she is not a little girl. I go, no, she is wearing a nightie from Victoria's Secrets. That's Victoria's Secret. She's middle-aged. Yeah. Up next, it's the new song that may get stuck in your head today and into the weekend. Some say it's one of the worst songs ever made. Others are loving the cheesy. Now, the cheesy lyrics. Jeff would not let me listen to this until right now live on the show. So let's hear it.
It's waking up, busting your butt, trying to earn a little extra pay. It's taking her out when you get off to the creek for fishing day. It's a play.
I mean,
This is why I don't have kids. No, I'm It's Country to the Bone by the brother duo known as Landlaw. Landlaw.
Okay.
It's becoming a new favorite on social media. Hey, Fallon, are you going to play that on your radio show?
we don't play country, but I don't see.
That's the only problem?
Yeah, I don't see how that sounds any different from every other country song.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it was...
Busting your butt?
Busting your butt?
Yeah.
I mean, I gotta tell you, I don't hate it.
They have great voices.
Do you hate it?
No. I mean, I get that cheesy is a good word.
Yeah.
But I mean...
Busting my butt, eating my wings.
We gotta write a country song.
You should write one.
I'm into it.
Jeff, I'm sorry, I did not hate that. We should see if we can get the rights to that as our new theme song.
Oh, yeah. You walk out, busting my butt.
We'll have them write season 11's theme song.
Oh,
that's right.
Yeah.
Carolyn from the Traitors and more Hotdish when we come back. Another good week of shows. Welcome back. More Dish for you now. To tell the truth, Lady Gaga strapped on a lie detector test for Vanity Fair to answer a series of questions, including whether she really does have a poker face.
Are you nervous?
Yes.
So you don't have a good poker face?
I actually don't have a good poker face, no. I don't think. Do I?
The machine is detecting some deception.
So I do have a good poker face. Thank you.
Jeff, can we do that too? We should get one in here. That's right, yeah. Oh, God, can you imagine?
No, I don't want it. I don't want it.
No. The questions we would be asked? No, no, no.
What do you really think of Fallon? She is nice. There is some deception.
Yeah. Gaga also talked about some of her previous performances, including one that almost happened.
You famously arrived at the 2011 Grammys inside of an egg. Do you still have the egg?
Yes.
Where do you keep it?
In my archive. With my clothes.
Is it true you also wanted to perform inside of a Doritos vending machine at South by Southwest?
I wanted to perform inside the vending machine? That sounds like I might have said that. I believe that I might have said that. I don't remember, though.
She's being truthful.
She's being truthful. In that era, nothing would have surprised me about her.
If she would have shot out Doritos to that audience, it would have been the biggest hit of the event. Oh, can you imagine? You're hungry, you're sweaty, you're surrounded by people, and someone just loads you up with Doritos?
Oh,
hot
done.
Damn. Yeah.
Done. Gaga did confirm a sequel to her song Telephone's going to happen, but she's not sure when or if Beyonce will be a part of it. I think they should probably have a meeting before she announces it. I mean, that's just me.
Well, she said, yeah, she said part 2's coming. When they asked about Beyonce, she said, maybe. But that makes me feel like, yes, they've definitely talked about it.
I mean, what are you going to do? A sequel to Telephone? Like, what is it? Fax machine? Or, you know what I mean? Like, you know. I don't know. What's the sequel to that? There's not a new device. I don't know.
I I mean, I guess they could be on TikTok Live.
They could be, yeah.
I don't
Doesn't
know.
really quite have the ring to it.
It doesn't.
Next up, a treat for fans of 90s TV. In the mid-90s, Melrose Place was a huge hit. Yeah. Was a huge hit for Fox, following the lives of young adults all living at the same apartment complex in California. Melrose became water cooler chat for some of its crazy storylines, from love triangles, baby stealing, blackmail, big scars on your head, and serial killers. Well, this week, that's a reference to if you're a Melrose fan. Anyway, this week, look at this. Heather Locklear reunited with 3 of her former Melrose castmates, Courtney Thorne-Smith and Daphne Zuniga, and Laura Layton. They host a rewatch podcast, like everyone does, called Still the Place. And they talked about bringing Heather in later in season 1. Look at this.
People used to say, did you resent when Heather came on and got so much attention? I was like, we were about to be canceled.
Yeah.
Like, we wouldn't have a show if you
I didn't even know you were about to be canceled.
Even though you kiss Billy way too fast. I was like, it's your second episode. Keep it in your pants for 1 second, for the love of God.
You sound like Allison right now, because that's what she was saying.
Was there someone you had the most fun with?
Well, stupid Jack.
Because he's
he just doesn't care. He's annoying. It's like your brother.
Heather. I love this, because we would do this. Heather says she kept the entire wardrobe from her 7 seasons on Melrose.
It's probably all in style again.
Yeah. There was, may I nerd out for just a moment?
Yeah.
You know, again, I don't know geography, but I have all this useless knowledge in my head. It's really interesting that she, with women in television, they've done this 3 times. They did it with Dynasty. Dynasty was in the crapper. And what did they do in season 2? They brought in Joan Collins. Knots Landing, in the crapper in season 1. They brought in Donna Mills as an evil character. Melrose Place, basically season 2, what do? They turn to women. I mean, to save a show. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's takes a woman to save a show. I mean, we were moments from cancellation, and then this one, yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
You're not quite as evil as Alexis, but yeah. Or Abby. No, but it is funny how that rhythm, that happened in all of those shows. And Melrose Place was going to be canceled. It was a spinoff of 90210.
Right.
And it didn't do well. And Fox is like, what are we going to do? And they brought in Heather Locklear, who was, all of you kids out there, you have no idea, but Heather Locklear was everything in the 80s and 90s. I was gay and I had a poster on her. You know what I mean? Yeah. Right? I mean, you're younger, but you knew how big. I mean, do you remember Melrose?
I do remember Melrose. I think, I feel like I would crawl out and try to like watch it under the coffee table because I was supposed to be in bed. And my mom and sister, my sister's like 9 years older than me, so they would watch it together, and I would be like watching it and like didn't understand anything, I don't think. I was like, ooh, why are they fighting? I didn't get it, yeah.
Oh, yeah, were you watching it as you pet your raccoon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Fallon had a pet raccoon as a child, yeah.
He has a name.
What's his name again?
Rascal.
Rascal, I'm sorry, yeah.
If you could put a little respect on that
I'm
name.
sorry.
Thank you.
Did you pet Rascal, your raccoon, while you watched Melrose Place?
No, he stayed at my Uncle Eddie's.
That's right, yeah. Okay, are you ready? I don't know if we're ready for this. This is going to be great. We'll be right back with Carolyn from the Traitors. She is a Survivor legend, and now
you know how hard it is not to just.
She is a traitor legend. Oh my God. Coming up, our buddy Carolyn is here to answer all of your burning questions about the new season of The Traitors on Peacock. Everything. What does she really think about Danielle? How does she feel being a traitor? And more. Carolyn is our special guest when we come back. Our guest Our special guest today is truly the breakout star on the current season of one of our favorite shows, The Traitors, on Peacock. Yeah. Carolyn was a finalist on the 44th season of Survivor, and now she's back on TV for the 3rd season of The Traitors. So far, she is playing the best game of them all, managing to stay under the radar while delivering amazing TV. Look.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm a traitor. I want to jump up and down. I want to scream. You know how hard it is not to just... Like, this is what I'm here for. Inside, I'm thinking, like, yes, this is exactly what I want people to think. I want to be all over the place, but for people to just not ever be able to guess where I actually am. Oh, my God.
Danielle is throwing my name out.
I don't believe either one of you.
Carolyn, I have no reason. I'm telling you, I would not.
There's nobody that I want to murder other than you two right now.
I am the type of person who will always be like the misfit, the person that nobody listens to. It's been like that in my real life. Like, that's just, I am always that, like, turd on the wall. But this turd will get to the end, it's true.
Oh, yes, you will, my love. Audience, give it up for Carolyn, everybody.
I'm crying. I'm crying.
You look beautiful, sweetie.
Thank you. Thank you.
You look great.
I'm tearing up because just watching it back and watching, like, even segments, it's like I truly never thought that I would even get the call to do this. And it's not because, like, I, don't think I'm a great person or anything like that, but and there's only been 3 seasons. But the previous seasons, it's been Sandra, Parvati, these legends. So I never thought, I'm like, I played Survivor 1 time. I never thought that would, and this show is so incredible that, like, I'm just so grateful. Like, truly, I'm so...
Oh. Well, take it in. You deserve it.
Like, I don't take any of this for granted. Like, this is truly, like, special, and just seeing, I mean, I'm in a castle, like...
Yeah. Well, let's start there. Let me start with the compliment. And you can be humble. I don't have to be humble for you. You know why people love you. Number 1, because of what you just did. People see that. And number 2, you're kick-ass television. Period. On the end of the sentence.
I didn't think I'd be crying, but it's really, I'm just so grateful. So just, seeing those clips again, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is me up there.
Okay, well then take us, you're in the castle. So not only did you get on the cast, but then... But then, the night of taping, at the table, and Alan touches your shoulder. And you're a traitor. What was going... Because I was dying for you. Carolyn and I know each other. Let's say, you've been on the show. My husband and I were on the couch, and I was like, no! I was screaming. What were you thinking when he touched you, making you a traitor?
Still, again, like, even since Survivor, like, none of this has seemed real. And so when he did that, I didn't think it was real. Again, my life since Survivor has not felt real. It's like, oh my gosh. Again, I thought that I was going to go on a show, be the freaky person.
There's like...
Oh, God! Okay, like, I'm like...
Jeff! You scared the crap out of her.
I didn't know if that was like a. I'm like, oh.
No, it's a, yeah, we got that for you. Yeah.
I thought I'd be the freaky weirdo that everybody made fun of, truly, but that was never going to hold me back from like being me. But I was like, that's the risk that I take going on TV. I'll get made fun of, but at least I'll be me. So to have the response that I've gotten, I did not expect it. And so so Alan picking me.
Yeah, when Alan touches your shoulder, because if you don't know the show, simply, really quickly, if Alan touches you in that premiere episode, you are a traitor. You are what they call a traitor, and everyone needs to, they're trying to figure out who is a traitor. So Alan goes like this. What is going on in your mind?
What's going on in my mind is like...
Remember, we're live, no cussing.
No, I had people, like, I'm not gonna lie, I talked to Sandra, I'm close with Sandra Diaz-Twine from the winner, the Queen of Survivor, and she's like, girl, like, I don't think you're gonna get picked. And she looked at that as like, she wasn't picked to be a traitor, and she's such a legend. She's like, girl, there's gonna be a lot of big names out there. And I'm like, what are you trying to say? And I was picked, and I said, yeah, like, I guess, like, you're right. I'm like, I'm probably not gonna get picked, because again, there's Tony, there's Boston Rob, there's Jeremy, there's people that are and then me. So again, on the list, it's not that it's like I have low self-esteem. It's not that. It was just like with the other ones there.
I get it.
I couldn't even. I thought they like. I did. I'm like, is this a mistake? So I run into the bathroom and I'm looking for like someone who works there, and I'm like, can I? Like this.
Carolyn, it's not Target. I mean, like.
I did. I thought this is not real, and so it just. When I'm telling you. This is a hard show. Like, this is
Well, that was gonna be my next question. It's not easy.
What's not, like, in Survivor, I don't care. I'm not like, I didn't look in the mirror for 26 days. I didn't care, but that was so freeing. Versus this, like, this is like stop, start, stop, start. It's like a production. And so for that, I was like, this is hard. This is long hours. And you might see Survivors, that's long hours too. Yeah, but there's so much like sitting around, flopping, like, this is like, reshoot, do this, now walk in your, you know how many times I tripped in that cloak? Like, I'm not kidding. There was one
walking up to the turret.
Doing like the because we had to go up and down stairs, and I was usually like number 2, so it would be like Danielle, me, Boston Rob, by height, and I would always be falling over, tripping, or fall, and I'm like, and one time we had to do this like over and over and over, walk around in this circle, and Boston Rob, he's like, got Carolyn, like, again. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't see. Like, because you can't, you have to look down. They want it to be like you're looking. And I'm like, how am I supposed to see as I'm doing? So it's such, and I remember each night that I was there, I would look just like on Survivor.
Yeah.
I would look behind me on Survivor, and I would see the shells, and I would see the starfish. That was the first time out of the country, was Fiji for me.
For Survivor.
I had never been out of the country. I'm not some, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't, like, was incredible. So for my next time out of the country was Scotland. For Traitors. So
they film it, really, everybody. They film it in a castle in Scotland, if you don't watch,
And so I'm looking, and I'm so tired, and I'm like a little crabby, and I'm like, but I look behind, and anyone who is complaining, I'm like, look at where we are right now. Look at how beautiful. And it's like, I have that in me where I'm like, this is such an
gratitude.
I don't take this for granted. Like, I truly.
Yeah.
And the amount. I was blown away.
What are you mentioned long hours. What are the production days? We have no idea. What are the production days like?
Oh my gosh. I mean, there was some days where I would not get done until like 2, 3 in the morning. And then again, it's like, then get up. And then get up in the morning, and it takes me a while to get ready, you know? And so it was, 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning, and they give us little breaks here and there, so that's good. But it's just, that was a lot. But I'm like, this is a job. Like, it's a job.
Yeah.
Like, you're working it's a lot.
What is your strategy? I got to tell you, I told the audience, this is one of those segments where I don't even need this because I love this show. I would sit at home and I knew you were booked for the show, and I would tell Colin, I'm like, okay, write this down. We got to ask Carolyn this when she comes. Okay, what was your strategy for breakfast? I always watched you and I'm like, okay, are you going to play it quiet? Are you like, how are you going to act surprised when someone walks in and you know who's going to walk in or who's not going to walk in? What is your strategy at breakfast?
See, that's my strategy this whole time is like, I can't be too loud. Because again, Sandra's like, girl, don't talk. Like, if you don't have anything to say at the round table, or like, don't put yourself out there. But you know how boring that is?
Yeah. And you're you, because then the opposite, don't you think the opposite, if you're too demure, if you aren't Carolyn, then you put a mark on yourself.
So that's what I did, because I came in hot. I came in like I was accusing everyone of being a traitor before they even picked them.
You did come in hot.
I was coming in like woo, 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 and because I wanted to play. And I say, you see me like say to Tony, like, we're here to play. I wanted to like go hard. But then I was like, oh my gosh, I got to calm down a little, because again, then you're picked as a traitor and it's like, what do I do? So I go into being quiet, and then it's like, now that's suspicious.
Yes.
So I had to constantly be like up, down, and like just, because when you do that, and again, I guess I am thinking about this, because when you do that, you're gonna confuse people.
You are.
And that's essentially what that's what I'm doing. It's like, if I'm gonna be up, I'm gonna be down, I'm gonna be loud, I'm gonna be, and then some of it, it's like, I just can't help myself. So like,
it's
I
why
don't
you're
hold back.
Great. We have so much more. Stay right there. More with Carolyn when we come back. I did think, I was like, she's getting too quiet now. I'm like, welcome back, everybody. More with Carolyn from the Traitors. Okay, so once you got in there, once that first night, you're a traitor, you have a moment to, you're sleeping, you have a moment to yourself. Did you come up with a strategy?
My strategy, I wanted to go in there and do really, honestly, the same thing as Survivor, because I was like, no, like they're not going to understand me, one, and I really thought, I'm like, these people aren't going to know who I am, because it's going to be such a mixture of people. These housewives are not going to know who I am. The majority of people probably are not going to know who I am, so I'm just going to do the same thing. Like,
were you surprised by how many knew you?
So Bob Harper knew me.
Yeah.
Like, the housewives absolutely did not know who that guy was. Like, I did not. But I didn't know, other than Dorinda, I did not know who any of they were.
Okay.
So,
can I ask you? I know I want you to win. She obviously can't say anything, but do you agree with me? Knowing what you know about Dorinda, I think it was a shame for us viewers that we were.
Yes!
We were.
I know that.
You know what I'm going to ask? We were cheated out of Dorinda on the show.
Here's the deal, and I know we're not supposed, but I'm not gonna, this is literally, we're in a castle with Britney Spears' ex. We're with Tom Sandoval. Like, this is, let's be real here. Do we really need to go that hard and like, but gamer-wise or strategy-wise, like, no, I absolutely, I'm not gonna lie to you. First of all, I was like, we should not do this. And yes, I did. And you might say like, we shouldn't have to care about this and how the fans react. Yes, I did. And I was like, why would we get rid of her? And she is such a, people love Dorinda. I don't watch The Housewives and I know who Dorinda is. Yeah. I was like, I'm not trying to piss people off. Good. But it also was not the right decision. So like mixed with that, and yes, I didn't want to get rid of her because I'm like, it's Dorinda.
It's Dorinda. And again, spoiler alert, if you haven't started watching, and you should on Peacock, but spoiler alert, okay, I gave you a chance. Dorinda is the first to go, and I was so mad. I thought, why didn't we get rid of Sam or Tom, or, you know what I mean? Okay, in the break, the audience was asking questions, and executive producer Jeff had a great question. And I don't mean this in a dishy way. Whether good or bad, who surprised you the most? Like maybe you went into this with a preconceived notion about someone and you came out going, oh my God, they were way different than I thought. Who is that for you?
Well, first of all, I didn't know who a lot of people were. And when I'm like, hi, nice to meet you. Oh, I loved you on. I really didn't know who they were.
Yeah.
And it's not, but I expected that the people that I'm meeting, they probably are thinking like, you should know who I am. So I was like, yes, I do. I did not.
Yeah.
I knew who the survivors were. I did not know who Danielle was. Like, I knew who Brittany Haynes was, but it's like, I don't know these people. So for me, it was Wes from the challenge, who you see me in a confessional, I'm like, that a-hole. And I'm saying all, and I don't like him. That was all judgments. That was all, and I will own it. I don't like it when people judge me, and I 100% judged him, and I'll own that. And I've learned, and you see people who say like, I judged a book by its cover, I judged Carolyn, and it's like, stop judging me. I did it to Wes, and he is the sweetest, the most, and again, and I told him I felt like I needed to confess, because minutes before he came into the game, because I'm like, why is there no one from the challenge here? So Wes comes in, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I was just talking crap about him, but I don't know, like, this wasn't on camera, but I was talking crap. So I went up to him, I'm like, I was just talking badly about you, but I want you to know that, like, I was judging you because of what I've seen.
Yeah.
You're this tough, gruff and tough. The way that he talked about his family, his wife, I was just like, this is a good person. But he's not that person that you see on TV who, like, I'm judging him. I don't even watch the challenge, so I might see like 2 or 3 minute clips of somebody and make a judgment.
And you're making a basis off that.
And I'm like, I don't like it when people do it to me.
We have 30 seconds in this segment. No. We have another, no. Dumb commercials. I don't want to take them, but I have to. Anyway, 30 seconds. Speaking of book covers, how hot is Dylan Efron?
Oh, my.
I'm asking for people at home.
Okay, because I'm like, I don't look like, here's the deal. Like, I was never even looking. I wasn't. And I know I can be like, so what is the word I'm looking for? Conventionally attractive?
Yeah.
Yes, he is a conventionally attractive person, but he's also so kind.
Yes.
And that's more important to me than, oh, you look good. Like, no, you are kind. And he is just...
He is what he sees, what you see.
Oh, gosh, yes. From day one, he came up to me, because he's like right away. And he's like, Carolyn, like, I've seen you on Survivor. He's a huge Survivor fan.
Yeah.
So I'm like, who? I didn't know who he was. I thought he was like from some MTV show or something. I didn't know. And he's a huge Survivor fan. So he's like, I know that, I know you were underestimated. I know. And so I texted him last night. I'm like, girl, why in this last episode were you saying, you were naming all the gamers, but you didn't say me? I'm a gamer too.
Yes.
Like, so even it's crazy. And he said, he's like, it's crazy how, like, he watched my season. He knew that I knew how, like, I know how to play games, but I was underestimated. And it's like, I kept calling him out. I'm like, you're doing it to me right now.
Yeah, but a nice guy.
Yes, but I loved him.
Carolyn is sticking around. We're going to play a game that Carolyn is not ready for.
Oh!
When we come back in a moment. He seems and a good player, like early in the season. Welcome back, everybody. My buddy, Carolyn from the Traitors. Well, one clip of Carolyn that people are loving from the show is when she says the name of fellow contestant Bob the Drag Queen. So how do you say it?
Bob the Drag Queen. Did I do it right? Or is that... I didn't know. Do I have a Minnesota accent? So do you.
I do too, but people love it the way you say drag.
Do I do it that way?
Bob the Drag Queen. Yeah. So, no. So are you? Because you are on TikTok every night, Carolyn. All I'm fed are idiot people at the airport and you. Yeah. People acting out as you, saying Bob the Drag Queen.
Oh my gosh. And when I was seeing this, because again, during the season, like, there's so much happening and going on. Usually I'll see this stuff or if people send me like the drag stuff, I love watching that. Yeah. And I love watching like the impressions. But otherwise it's like, I can't keep up with this stuff. And I also don't want to cry if it's mean. So
nothing is mean. None of them, they love you and you are going viral just because of how you say drag. Yeah. So that is the inspiration for a new game we're calling Drag In or Drag Queen.
That's cute. I love that.
Okay. So I'm going to give Carolyn a name, and she has to guess if the name I'm telling her is a dragon or a drag queen who's competed on RuPaul's Drag Race.
I am so bad with I knew who Bob the Drag Queen was. I did, because it's, again, there's people who are well known, but I don't know a lot of them.
The worse you are, the funnier this will be. Are you ready? First up, Sunfire. Is that a dragon or a drag queen?
That's a dragon.
You are right!
Did I do it right?
You did it!
I hope I wasn't like being
No, you did it right, yeah.
I'm like,
That's a dragon from Game of Thrones.
Was that rude? I'm like,
No, do it like that. Next.
Now I'm paranoid about how I'm saying it.
No, girl, it's the best. No, you're famous on a whole other level because of it, girl. All we do in the office is watch people saying it like you. Megami. Megami.
That's a drag queen.
Yes,
You messed it
it is.
Because of how you said, if you
I know.
wouldn't have.
I didn't. I messed it up. Nymphia. Dragon or drag queen?
That's a dragon.
No.
No!
That's a drag queen. Yeah. Vermax.
Dragon.
Yes.
Oh!
That's a dragon from Game of Thrones.
I didn't know.
Mushu.
Drag queen.
Dragon from Mulan.
I should have known, seriously.
Okay. Sapphire. Saphira.
Drag queen.
You are right, but they're both. It's both a dragon and a drag queen.
You literally put that's a stumble one.
Okay. Shinron. Dragon or drag queen?
That's a dragon.
You are right.
Oh!
Got Mick.
What?
Got Mick.
I hope that's a dragon.
That's a drag queen.
Oh! What is that?
A big champion, one of the better ones from one of the seasons of RuPaul's Drag Race. Yeah.
Edit that out. Or no, we're live. No,
it's fine. Yeah, no. No, you don't watch it. Who cares? One more, Jeff. Let me do one more. Dreamfire.
Dragon.
Yes!
I knew I'd be good at this.
I would be run out of television if I didn't end with this question. Danielle, yay or nay?
I am working on my positivity because I was recently told.
I couldn't love you more.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think you have to say anything more. Yeah. Last question. Please tell me, please take in, really, because you're so humble. We're going to end the interview how we started. Please take this compliment. Take in how everybody feels about you, because it's real and you deserve it. You deserve it. I want you as your friend. I want you to take it in. You deserved to be there. You deserve all the attention you're getting now, and you deserve all the attention you're going to be getting from this show. You deserve it all. I want you to take that in, because you do. We are all cheering for you. We're not cheering for any of those other people on that show. Give it up for Carolyn, everybody. New episodes of The Traitors are out Thursdays on Peacock. Follow Carolyn on social media. Her Instagram handle is @CarolynRose. Just use zeros in place of O's. We'll be right back. Back in a moment, everybody.
Oh. My life is just done.
Happy birthday to everyone celebrating in our birthday club today. They're going to get that sash. And thanks to our partner. We appreciate them. Home Furniture. I know you're not the biggest fan of the show. How great was she, though?
I watched the
That's
show.
right. I know, but overall. But
Yeah. No. amazing. I was saying I scared her when I stood up because I'm so short. She's like, oh, God.
Oh! We'll be right back in a moment.
Oh, God.
Oh! You should be. Are you taller? Yeah, like that. If the show shuts down, it's her fault.
Oh, it fell. It fell.
It fell. The show's off the air now.
Oh, no.
That's going to do it for us tomorrow, Stephanie, she's never coming back. She's never, yeah. Tomorrow, Stephanie Hansen is here showing us how to make your own spring rolls. But right now, let's do it for us. If you're watching and you're a kid that's being bullied, go out there and be yourself because nobody can tell you're doing it wrong. Bye, everybody.